listening maps. Two types of maps you will gonna get in your exam. One is with a starting point, another one is no starting point. So no starting point is a little bit difficult because you really don't know where it will going to start. Like this one is with no starting point, right? You cannot see any kind of starting point. Generally, in terms of starting point, what will you get? Let me show you. When you will get with the starting point, things get easier. First, there is a map you will always know. First, there was a map like that. There was a bridge out there, and that is another road out there, and then you need to go there. So like that. But they said you are here. That means, first, this is A, this is F, this is G, and here is H, E, and maybe F, here is A, or here is C, like that. Here is B, like that. So whenever they will going to take you a place, ultimately that discussion is whenever they will going to take you a place, maybe they will take you to B, the first. So they will take you from here to B, okay? After that, they'll going to bring you back again here. Then if they need to take you to the F or H, they're going to take you from here, how you can go to the H, right? And then after that, maybe the answer will be A, right? So they'll again take you from the here. Means for each answer or each question, they'll always gonna take you from one place to there. But with no starting point, the difficulty is you really don't know where it will gonna start. First, for number 14, if it is answer C or G, right? They can start from anywhere. And after finishing the 14, to answer the 15, they can again start from anywhere. So there is no starting point. And as there is no starting point, you need really specific criteria, specific skill for that. We're going to talk about those skills. First thing first, direction language. You really need to know the direction language. Otherwise, it will be very difficult for you to answer. So let's go and see the direction language out there. Here are the direction language, generally IELTS. We're gonna give you in the time of listening maps. So let's go and try to make you understand. At the top. So at the top means the top portion, right? There is the table at the top. The bottom. So if this is the place at the top, this is at the top, and this is at the bottom. Very simple. And left, you know, this is your left, this is your right. And on the first side is a little bit difficult to understand. For say, if this is a room, here is point A, here is a point B. So for say, if you are coming from this place, see if you are coming from this place. So if they say, if you go up, take the first right filter. You are trying to find out the filter. Filter is on the first side. I am telling you again. If you go up, take the first right. Filter is on the first side. So first side means on the far, not near. First side means not near. So not near means it will not gonna be A, it will gonna be B. So that is on the first side. On the other end, if you come from this way and take the first left. See, if you come this way, take the first left. Filter is on the first side. In this case, not near means not B. Then answer will be the A. If you don't understand, just rewind and watch it again. Right? On the first side means not near. North, south, east, west. It is a very important. We're going to play a super role. You need to understand north, south, and east, west. First step, this is the line. If you fail to remember north, south, east, west, I'm going to give you an idea which is going to help you to remember north, south, east, west for your whole life. So north means, always remember, north means your head. North means your head, means on the upper side, right? North. South means your feet. Always remember, whenever you listen sound, south, look at your feet. Your feet is under, right? So north means up actually, south means down. So your head and your feet. So always remember, your head is your north, your feet is your south. East means your right hand side. Always remember, your right hand side is your east. West means your left hand side. Simple. West means your left hand side. So north, south, east, west. Always remember that. North means your head, south means your feet, east means your right, west means your left. Simple. Okay, let's go now. These are the four directions you really need to remember. You can't just, maybe in the exam time they're going to give you this picture, but it will not going to help you. First step, they have given you the picture, right? Okay, this is north, this is south, this is east, this is west. You don't really know. So you think, in the exam time, when they will gonna say the north, I'm come back to the picture and then identify where the north is. You will not have that time. You know that in listening portion, it's very important. Time is super crucial. In a milliseconds time, in some 1 or 2 seconds, you're going to play the super role. If they say north, if you come back to the picture and to identify where the north is, if you don't know immediately, when they say north, if you can't go up immediately. When they say south, if you can't go down immediately. When they say east, if you can't go go to the right side immediately, it will going to have the problem. They will gonna move forward and you will left behind. You need to remember this. You need to very super spontaneous about it, not active proactively. You need to approach it proactively. Whenever they will gonna say north, you need to go up. Whenever they say south, you need to go down immediately. Whenever they say east, go right, west, go left. There are 4 other directions. Sometimes it will also going to help you to identify. So in this portion, northeast. This portion northeast because it is in the middle of north and east. So northeast. This portion is southeast. Okay, in the middle of south and east, and then southwest, and finally northwest. But again you need to remember that you cannot just go to the picture and draw, okay, they said northeast means I need to go this way. You don't have that time. So whenever they are going to say like, okay, northeast, you need to know, okay, I need to go this way. Whenever they say northwest, so you need to, okay, I need to go that way. Whenever they say southwest, you need to know, okay, I need to go that way. Southeast, okay, this way. You need to remember that and try to proactively implement this. These all 8 directions will going to play a super role, and you need to find a way to remember that. Maybe you can try at your home. And then there are other directional languages out there: north, south, east, west, to the north, to the west, right? Slightly west of, southwest, northwest. In the middle of, in the center of, this is the same thing. In the middle of. So first say this is a place, middle means here, right? Or say this is a table, this is the middle, right? In the middle or in the center is the same thing. We're gonna read these 3 later on. Above, below, it means top, bottom. Above, or say this is table, so above, and then this is the below of the table. Okay, so above, below. Inside, or say this is a room, this is inside the room, this is outside the room, right? This is outside the room. So inside and outside. Opposite, in front of. So opposite or in front of, it's sometimes it can be different, but for solving IELTS map, it's the same. Opposite or in front of. Let me give you an example. For say this is a road, this is a road, and you have, here is a pharmacy, right? Here is a pharmacy, and this is a road, and there is another something. This is a restaurant. Okay, this is a restaurant. Opposite or in front of. For say here you are standing, this is you, and this is, let me give it a name. What can I? So this is Nabil, okay, and here is another person. This is, per se, Bonnie. Okay, Bonnie. This is Nabil and this is Bonnie. So Nabil is in front of. See, Nabil is in front of Bonnie, or Nabil is opposite to the Bonnie, or Bonnie is opposite to the Nabil, or Bonnie is in front of Nabil. Okay, that is opposite or in front of. Left hand side, told you, left hand side on your left side, right hand side. Clockwise, anti-clockwise is very simple. It generally works for the roundabout. Clockwise, right? Clockwise. See how clock work? This. So this is clockwise. And then anti-clockwise means the opposite, right? In this way, anti-clockwise. So clockwise, anti-clockwise, a little beyond. So a little beyond, just past these both are same. Per se, there is a restaurant, okay, and there is an ATM out there, and you are coming from this place. They're saying the ATM. So you're asking a person, right, where the ATM is. So that person is saying the ATM is just little beyond the restaurant, or if you just pass the restaurant, you will get the ATM. It's the same thing after. So it means just beyond or just little beyond. This means after. Okay, before you get to, it's actually the opposite. Before you get to, actually the opposite. For say you have a pharmacy out here. Okay, you have a pharmacy. You're here now. You are here now, and you're asking a person where the pharmacy is. But pharmacy is very small. You don't know, and then the person is telling you the pharmacy is just before you get to the restaurant. Maybe this restaurant is a big one. Before you get to the McDonald's, for say. Pharmacy is just before you get to the McDonald's. Okay, before you get to. Adjoining means adjusted. So the pharmacy is adjusted. Now if you see, let me draw it again to make your better understanding. See, now the pharmacy is here, right? Pharmacy. So the pharmacy is adjusted, adjoining to the restaurant. Maybe this restaurant food is not very good, so you need the pharmacy after eating the food. Okay, juxtapart. Entering via or entering through. You are entering through. You are entering through something. Okay. First, like I have that. This is a max value. First, this is a max value, and max value you can really go through the max value. And here is a saloon out there. So first I am here. If I need to go to the saloon, there is 2 ways. I can just take the entrance to the max value, just straightforward go. There is another outside door. You can just go out from the max value and you will get the saloon. It's very near. But if I don't go in this way, there is another road, you need to go here, and then there is another road, you need to go here, then it's like long way go. If you don't want to go there, you can just go or enter via max value, proceed, and you will get the saloon. So that is enter via or enter through, and go something into it. Run alongside, first a two car. Where can I draw? Okay, here. So there is two car. First, this is one car. I'm like horrendous in the drawing. Hopefully you are understanding that. So this is two car. It's running alongside. This is the road. Okay, this road is very fat. So they are running alongside together with each other, right? By maintaining the same distance. That's what we call run alongside. Okay, these three. Junction. Junction is very simple way. Junction, for say, this is road A, for say. This is road B, and for say this is road C. Okay, so this is road A. Let me color it for you. This is road B. B road is yellow color. Okay, B road is yellow color. And then let me take like another color. This is road A. Okay, this is road A, this is road C. Okay, let me do a little bit of changes out there. It will make a little bit of changes out there. Okay, this is road B, right? Or say this is road B, all right. To make you like better understanding, nothing else. Let me like take another color. Oh, I have taken like same color. Okay, first this is road C. Hopefully you understand. This is road D. Okay, this is road D. So this is A road. Can I change the color? Can you give me some moment? It will going to help you in a better way. Okay, this is first this is road A. All right, this is road A. Color changed. This is road A, and then can I take like another color for the C? Please give me some moment. It will going to help you to understand better. Okay, it will going to help you to understand better. So this is road C. All right, now look at it. Junction, right? We try to understand junction. So this is the position. See, this position, if you go, this position is the junction of road A and B or D, right? That's the way. Let me make you like simpler for you. First say this is road A, this is road B. This is the junction of road A and B, this position. If you have like another road here, this is the, if it is C, this is the junction of road B and C. If you had like another road here, or say D, this is the junction of road D and A. So that's the junction. Hopefully you understand. What else? Roundabout. Roundabout means sometimes you have a roundabout. Or so this is a roundabout, and there are 4 roads goes from here. Sometimes 4, some other time it's 3, and this is the roundabout out there. Finally, bend. Bend. Okay, a bend. If you see, okay, this is the road. It is going in the same way. Then you got a bend. This is the position. This is the position we called bend. Right? Bend like the moon. Like bend. Okay, this is the bend. So that's how it works. All the direction language, it will going to play a super role, very good role. Try to don't just read it, don't just understand it. Try to understand in the manner. So whenever they will going to say opposite, it's like instant look opposite. I need to look that way, right? Just passed. Okay, I need to pass it. So it's very important to work proactively if you really want to get a good score. Done. Direction language. So I am hopeful you're going to learn it properly. Next. After knowing the direction language, you need to know the next step. Don't read the questions. Don't read the questions. You don't really need to read the questions. Here there are some questions, right? 14 to 20, some other time 16 to 20, right? You don't need to read the questions because they will not going to paraphrase it. They'll just first they'll going to give you the answer about the 14 new traffic lights. When they will give you the answer about the new traffic lights, they will gonna say new traffic lights. They will not paraphrase it. When after finishing the 14, before starting answer the 15, they will gonna say pedestrian crossing. They will not paraphrase it. They will exactly say that pedestrian crossing. After finishing the 15, when they will start the 16, they will gonna say parking allowed. They'll exactly say that. So you don't need to read the questions and waste your time. Okay, so that's the second point. Don't read the questions. Identify the highlighted points. See, as there is no starting point, ultimately your answer will going to be A, B, right, C, or G, H, right, D, E, I. These will be your answers. So to find those answers, ultimately they need to compare with something. When you talk about think about it, when you talk about the location, you actually compare, right? You compare. When you go to the left, means you compare with that person or with that specific place. You need to go to the left from this place. You need to go to the right from this place. So you're comparing with this place. You need to compare. Whenever we need to talk about the location, you need to compare. That's obvious. Compare. So see again, so they need to compare the things. All right, first here is A, right? We can see, we know the junction word, right? This is the A is a junction. E, it is also in the junction, but A is in the high street and station road junction. E is in the high street and the school road junction. Okay, so if the answer will be the D, they need to compare either with the chemist or the supermarket. We knew about two direction language. One was here, opposite and in front of, right? See, opposite and in front of, junction. So we got the junction, we got opposite and in front of. So here either they will gonna use opposite or they will gonna use in front of. They have no other way. They need to compare. And then when they will going to when their answer will be the B, they need to compare with the library. They have no other option. When the answer will be the C, they need to compare with the bank, right? So see, these are the things you need to identify in the time of exam. So if my answer will be C, they need to compare with the bank. When they will going to say the word bank, because they can't say anything else to the bank, they cannot say school to a bank, right? They need to say bank to the bank. So whenever they will say the word library, you will concern, okay, my answer can be the B. And then when they will gonna say chemist or supermarket, but there is two supermarket, so you need to understand, okay, which supermarket they are talking about. Is the supermarket in the high street or is the supermarket in the school road? Okay, and then G, right? And then F. So you can see F is after the school, G again in front or opposite, right? In front or opposite, in front of or opposite. H, you can see a bend here, right? Two bend. There is two bends. See, this is one bend, right? There is another bend, right? There is another bend. So there is a bend out there. Also, we know that word from here, like bend. All right. Okay. So this is how you try to identify everything, so that when they will going to give you the answer, they will try to, especially for the questions with no starting point, they will always try to compare with the highlighted points. These are the highlighted points: banks, station road. And you need to understand, if my answer is A, how they can give you the answer. If the answer is C or D or E, how they will going to give you the answer. You need to understand that. For say, if the answer is A, obviously they need to talk about the junction, station road, high street road. If the answer is E, again they need to talk about the junction, high street road, school road, right? If they need to answer give the I, then they need to say the supermarket. Then again you need to understand which supermarket they are talking about. Okay, so whenever you listen the word school, for say they are saying about the school, so see, the elimination process is important. See, when they say the word school, that's mean your answer can be F, can be G, can be H. If answer is the H, means they will gonna say before the school. If answer is G, they need to say in front or opposite the school. If the answer is F, they need to say when you will pass, get past the school, right? Like here, the get past the school, little beyond the school. Okay, so you need to just understand this kind of locations. So see here, directional language you need to know, and then don't read the question, identify the highlighted points, how they will describe each options by comparing with the highlighted points. You need to compare by comparing with the highlighted points. They will going to compare. So you will also compare when analyze the question. Well, they will going to give you some time. Now you have some time to look at the question from 14 to 20. In that time, you just need to look at it, and then move your pencil or pointer with the speaker. So this is the question after your preparation, when they're going to say, okay, now listen and answer the question from 14 to 20. So in that time, this is very important, because now you will going to listen and answer or pick the answer. So that's the time you need to be very concerned. What? First thing, ignore elimination portion. How you will understand what is the elimination portion? Let me tell you what is the elimination portion. First of all, first say, if they say the bank, means if they say the bank, means your everything else is going to eliminate. Everything is. You don't put your concentration. You just put your concentration. Did they confirm it or not? If they say chemist, if they say supermarket, then your concentration is okay. The answer will be D or the I. Which supermarket they are talking about? If they say school, then your everything else get eliminated. If they say school, okay, then your answer can be F, can be G, can be H. If they say school road, then your answer can be I, can be H, can be G, can be F. Everything else get eliminated. If they say the high street, if they say the high street, then what happens? This portion, if they say the high street, you just look for the high street roads, nothing else. See, this is your high street roads, A, B, D, E. Means these are the portion you don't really look for in that moment. So try to understand the elimination portion and the concentration portion. I didn't write it here, I should have write it. Concentration portion. So ignore the elimination portion and put your all concentration on the concentration portion. Where should I put my concentration right now? If they say, okay, high street, you just concentrate on high street roads points, A, B, D, E. If they say school road, you put your concentration F, G, H, I. You don't even bother about this kind of thing. So be very careful when they are giving you the audio, you are listening to that. Try to go with them. How you can go with them? Okay, let me show you how you can go with them. You'll go with them if they say, okay, if you go to the high street road, then your pencil will be C. Listen to me and look at the pointer. Look at the pointer. If you are in the high street road, and go towards to the bank, right? If you're in the high street road, there is a library. If you're in the high street road, there is a junction with the school road. Okay, school road. If you're in the high street road with the junction with the station road, okay, station road, right? There is a supermarket in the school road. Okay, there is a supermarket in the high street road. Okay, so see, if you go to the school, if you pass the school, see, you move your pointer or your pencil with them. Just before the school, there is a school, but don't pass that. Just before the school, if you go to the school, just opposite to the school, in front of the school, so you move your pointer or your pencil with them. Wherever they are taking you, you go with them. Okay, that's very important. And then whenever you will finish the answer, for say you identified the answer 14, whatever the answer A, B, C, D. After giving you the answer, they might say you something that is unnecessary, that is not related to the direction. So you always look for the direction, nothing else, just direction. You are always looking for the direction language. Are they giving you the direction? They can say, okay, there is a bank. If you go there, you can change your money, you can take your money, take out of your money. Sometimes they say this, sometimes they won't, but most of the time, at least 1 or 2 sentences they say it after giving you the answer. What happens with that? The student lost their concentration. You don't do that. You finish your answer 14. Okay, nice one, A, B, or C, or D. And then in the 15, you wait for the 15. When they say the word pedestrian crossing, whenever they say the pedestrian crossing, you become concerned and go with them. You finish the answer pedestrian crossing, A, B, C, or D. Then you wait for the parking allowed. When they say it, parking allowed. So that's the way you do it. So again, I'm repeating it. Direction language, don't read the question, identify the highlighted points, and then try to understand how they will going to describe each points by comparing with the highlighted points, and move your pencil and pointer with the speaker. Ignore the elimination portion and concentrate on the concentration portion. All right, okay, let's go. Now your job is to try it out, try to answer this, and I'm going to come back when you will finish it with the answer and the explanation, which will going to help you to solve furthermore. All right, let's go. Okay guys, so do it and good luck.
Before you hear the rest of the talk, you have some time to look at questions 14 to 20. Now listen and answer questions 14 to 20.
Okay, so this slide shows a map of the central area of Granford with the High Street in the middle and School Road on the right. Now, we already have a set of traffic lights in the High Street at the junction with Station Road, but we're planning to have another set at the other end at the School Road junction to regulate the flow of traffic along the High Street. We've decided we definitely need a pedestrian crossing. We considered putting this on School Road just outside the school, but in the end we decided that could lead to a lot of traffic congestion. So we decided to locate it on the High Street, crossing the road in front of the supermarket. That's a very busy area, so it should help things there. We are proposing some changes to parking. At present, parking isn't allowed on the High Street outside the library, but we're going to change that and allow parking there, but not at the other end of the High Street near School Road. There'll be a new no parking sign on School Road just by the entrance to the school, forbidding parking for 25 metres. This should improve visibility for drivers and pedestrians, especially on the bend just to the north of the school. As far as disabled drivers are concerned, at present they have parking outside the supermarket, but lorries also use those spaces, so we've got 2 new disabled parking spaces on the side road up towards the bank. It's not ideal, but probably better than the present arrangement. We also plan to widen the pavement on School Road. We think we can manage to get an extra ½ metre on the bend just before you get to the school, on the same side of the road. Finally, we've introduced new restrictions on loading and unloading for the supermarket, so lorries will only be allowed to stop there before 8 AM. That's the supermarket on School Road. We kept to the existing arrangements with the High Street supermarket. Okay, so...
Alright guys, let's go and check the answers with the script analysis. Let's go.
Questions 14 to 20.
Okay, so this slide shows a map of the central area of Granford with the High Street in the middle and School Road on the right.
See,
now,
here is the most important point you need to look at. So when they're saying High Street in the middle, School Road on the right, when they're taking you to the places, you need to go with them. You just don't sit there and listen to them. You need to do the work. You need to be able to do the multitasking here. It's very important. You just don't sit here and think about, okay, nah, don't just there. Be, proactive, don't active. Don't just active, be proactive. So listen to them when they're saying, okay, like say, okay, a slide shows the map in the central area of Granford with the high street in the middle. So when they're saying high street, put your pointer to the high street. And when they're saying school road in the right, put your pointer on the school road. That's your job. So do it. All right, okay, let's go.
Okay, so this slide shows a map of the central area of Granford with the high street in the middle and School Road on the right. Now, we already have a set of traffic lights in the high street at the junction with Station Road, but we're planning to have another set at the other end at the School Road junction to regulate the...
Here, they have given you a little bit of confusion. So they're saying we already have a set of traffic lights in the high school, what they said? High street. In the high street, in the junction. So the word we have taught, the word I have given you, junction. That worked. But you are not looking for traffic lights already there. You are looking for new traffic lights. So they're saying, but we are planning to have another set, means new, another set at the other end. So first you thought, okay, this can be the answer. All right. And they're saying, okay, answer cannot be this. They're saying another set on the other end at the School Road junction. I want to show you something. I want to teach you something. When with no starting point, when there is the answer with no starting point, what happens? Sometimes they give you the answer and take it back. So two kind of confusion they will gonna make. Number one, they'll give you the answer and take it back. First step, they have said here, the traffic lights already there, but we need to make another traffic light sets on the other hand. So they give you the answer and after that they change it. There is another problem, there is another confusion they can make. So first step, they are saying there is already, per se, they're already in the some traffic light sets in the high street and school or station road junction. So we want to, listen to me, we want to have another sets on the junction of the high street and school road, but we thought the most benefited area will be here on the station road and high street junction. So two things, one, they give you the answer and they change it. Another confusion they make, double crossing. They give you the answer, they change it, and they come back to the previous one again. So that also happens. So be careful about that, okay? If you don't understand, just rewind it and listen to it again, okay? All right, let's go and move forward. The first answer will be E, new traffic lights. All right, let's go and move forward. All right, let's move forward to the next one. So the 14 answer will be E. Now, they can give you some information that is not really needed, like here to regulate the flow to traffic along the high street. So you're looking for the direction kind of things. You're not looking for the information that is not related to the direction, okay? The number 14 answer is E. Now you're going to wait for the number 15 when they're saying the word pedestrian crossing. Until they're saying this word pedestrian crossing, you wait for it, okay? So let's go, write it, wait.
Flow of traffic along the high street. We've decided we definitely need a pedestrian crossing.
See, when they were saying the pedestrian crossing, now you become a little bit more careful. Okay, now I am going to listen the answer for the pedestrian crossing number 15. So let's go and listen to it, and don't forget to just navigate your pencil or your pointer with what they're saying. Let's go.
We considered putting this on School Road just outside the school, but in the end we decided that could lead to a lot of traffic congestion, so we decided to locate it on the high street, crossing the road in front of the supermarket. That's a very busy area, so it should help things there.
See, so what they have done here, so first they have taken you here, they wanted to make it in front of the school, right? So we have decided to locate it in the, here we considered putting this on the school road. So when they're saying school road, your all concentration is I, H, G, F, right? All right, so see, you need to understand, you need to navigate your pencil or your pointer with them. So when they're saying we consider putting this on the school road, so everything else became irrelevant except I, H, G, and F. Except these four options, everything else became irrelevant to you. They said just in outside the school, okay? So now you thought, okay, this will be gonna be answer. Then they use but. Then they use but. In the end, we decided that it could lead to a lot of traffic congestion. So we decided to locate it on the high street. So when they have taken you from school road to the high street road, now everything else became irrelevant. Now your answer should be, because A already eliminated, right? And E already become the answer. So what they eliminate, I have told it in the class of maps with starting point. In that portion, I have already discussed that. When they eliminate a portion, when they eliminate an option, that not become the answer generally, 90% case. Because to answer the E, see, because to answer the E, right? Because to answer the E, they eliminate number A, so A might not become the answers. Generally, like 90% case, sometimes it can be answered, but 90% it can be answered. So still you can keep that mind. Okay, they have taken you from the school road to the high street road here, right? When they said decided to locate it on the high street, at this point you come to the high street, so your answer can be A, B, D. E is become already the answer, right? So A, B, and D. These are the three options now you have. Everything else became irrelevant. All right. And then they said crossing the road in front of the supermarket. So in front of the supermarket. Answer became the D. All right. Okay. So again, see, there is another sentence that don't really represent the direction. This is not important to you. You have answered it, pedestrian crossing, number D. They actually give you some time to write D, nothing else. So you write the D and wait for when they're saying you parking allowed. When you listen to this word parking and allowed, and then you'll like, okay, this is the time for number 16. All right, let's go.
We're proposing some changes to parking. At present, parking isn't allowed on the high street outside the library, but we're going to change that and allow parking there, but not at the other end of the high street near school.
See, so first, again, they have tried to make some confusion. So at present, parking isn't allowed the high street, so you are in the high street road, right? D became the answer. D already answered. E already answered. So you have two options now, one and A and B. So they're saying when they're taking you to the high street, see, things are becoming easier for you right now. So when they're saying, okay, you are in the high street, so you have two options, A and B. So when they're saying library, see, highlighted option, library, we choose it, right? Library, they're saying it is not allowed, but you are looking for the allowed options, parking allowed. But they said, but we are going to change that and allow parking there. So they will going to change it and allow parking there. That's in parking allowed here. So the answer will be B. So to make some little bit of confusion, they added another sentence, but not at the other end of the high street near the school. Not here. Not here. They said not here. They're going to allow parking here. So see, now things became more easy. Right now they have worked a lot with the high street. From the high street we get three answers. We get E, we get D, we get B, right? Now generally we kind of covered the high street road. There is only C out there. Or so right now, you know, it's a common sense, it's natural sense of fear. So right now our concentration should be on the school road mainly, because there is nothing left on the high street. A, they eliminated, should not be the answer. Okay, might be the answer sometimes. There is only C out there, but all the options, you answered only 3. You have like 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 4 other answers, right? 4 other questions to answer, and most of the options should come from the school road right now. Your main concentration right now should be on the school road. These are the simple, a little thing can really change your score, because if you still concentrate on the high street and the school road equally, that's a problem. You might get it wrong. Your concentration mainly should be on the school road right now. All right, you need to understand that. You need to make the decision frequently. You need to make the decision very quickly, as quick as you can make this kind of decision, this common natural sense of decision. Things will gonna get easier for you. Okay, so now parking allowed is done. You're going to listen for no parking sign. So when listen that, okay, no parking sign, then you'll become concerned and try to answer that. All right, let's go try it.
Road. There'll be a new no parking sign on School Road just by the entrance to the school, forbidding parking for 25 meters. This.
All right, listen to this again. Try to understand it, because it was very easy, but it came very frequently, very quickly. They didn't take any time, right? Very quickly. Here there will be no parking sign on the school road. So you came to the school road. So school road have 4 options again. And they said just by the entrance to the school, just by the entrance. So entrance to the school, not here. So answer became the G. I want you to listen to it again.
There'll be a new no parking sign on School Road just by the entrance to the school, forbidding parking for 25 meters.
So now they are giving you the information not really needed, right? Forbidding for parking 25 meters. We don't really need that. We got our answer. Answer will be the G, right? Just by the entrance to the school. So G is done. Now something should work on your. See, I always tell the student, planning. Planning is the most important thing for you. The quick, the accurate, more accurate plan you can do, the better success you will get, not only in IELTS, even in everywhere. See, so your G is done. Now you have actually number C, A, nothing else. So if answer is A, they will going to use junction word. If C is there, either they will gonna say entrance like they said here, or beside like that, or in front, or this kind of thing. If answer need to be H, they need to say before the school or the bend, and then if the answer should be F, then they need to say you need to cross the school, and then you will get the F, and answer is the I, they will going to say the supermarket. So you are really now have the plan, okay, how I can do it, what kind of things they can say. It need to really work on your brain, work on your head, so that you will be able to answer it in a better way, like better than other. Because one thing is you just thinking, okay, I'm gonna listen to that person, I'm going to listen and listen and listen. Another thing, I am listening, in the meantime I'm planning like what they can say after that, what they can say after that, what they can say after that, how it will going to help you. It will going to help you, okay, if you think, okay, this is what they will going to say, this might what they will going to say, and things will get easier for you. Okay, so let's go and listen to them, and let's see. We are looking for now new disabled parking space. All right,
This should improve visibility for drivers and pedestrians, especially on the bend just to the north of the school. As far as disabled drivers are concerned, at present they have parking outside the supermarket, but lorries also use those spaces. So we've got 2 new disabled parking spaces on the side road up towards the bank. It's not ideal, but probably better than the present arrangement.
okay, all right. Very simple. What they did here, see, as far as disabled drivers are concerned, at present they have parking outside the supermarket, so they don't tell us which supermarket it is. So I was like, okay, this supermarket cannot be, right? You already done with that supermarket, so this can be answer can be I. So I was here, or you should be here, and they said but lorries also use those space. When they use but, we understand, okay, this will not be the answer. And they said we have got 2 new disabled parking on the side road. So when you hear the side road, see, there is only one side road here. This is High Street Road, this is Station Road, this is School Road. There is only one road that don't really have any name. This is one, this road. So this is your answer, side road. And they also said up towards the bank. There is only one option, number C. So your answer will be the number C. Now it became more clear to you. You have only 2 answers. You have only 2 questions to answer, and your High Street is done and dusted. You don't really need to concentrate anymore here, and this is also done. So your option have open for 3. One is I, one is H, one is F. So now you understand, okay, this is how they're gonna give me the answer. These are the answer I might gonna give. Okay, so let's go. Because see, the more you will get correct, the more answer you will going to cover. When you will go to the later portion, it will become easier for you. Okay, let's go.
We also plan to widen the pavement on School Road. We think we can manage to get an extra ½ metre on the bend just before you get to the school, on the same side of the road.
Right. So what does say? We also plan to widen the pavement. So widen pavement. You listen that word. Now you understand. Okay, now I'm going to listen the word pavement on the school road. So we know that now there is no other options left in the High Street. It should be School Road. Okay, so they said it's School Road. Nice, fantastic. We think we can manage to get an extra ½ metre on the bend. Right? We have taught you about the word bend, junction. These are the words are really happening. These are the words are really helping you to understand bend. These are the bend, extra ½ metre. So they have given you an answer first on the bend, then they are confirming you answer just before you get to the school. So just before you get to the school, right? Simple. And your answer became the H. Now you can really understand there are 2 answers. One is F and the other one is I. So if they say the supermarket, the answer will be I. If they say try to compare with anything with the school, means they need to go up to the, so the answer will be the F. So it became very easier for you. Just listen carefully with what they are comparing. Are they trying to take past the school, or they're trying to compare with the supermarket? Because this supermarket is done and dusted. All right, let's go and listen to it.
Finally, we've introduced new restrictions on loading and unloading for the supermarket. So lorries will only be allowed to stop there before 8 a.m. That's the supermarket on School Road.
See, so they have gone from the answer in multiple way. We have introduced new restriction for loading and unloading for the supermarket. So they're already saying this is actually for the supermarket, right? So you already know, after listening the first sentence, you already know, okay, my answer is I. Confirmed. My answer is I. They actually confirm it effort there. So lorries will only be allowed to stop there before 8 a.m. There's the supermarket on School Road. Done, right? Yeah, that's what it is. That's how you do it. Let me just review the class once more. But before I review it, I'm going to tell you the words we have taught you, the direction language. This will going to help you in all the way. The bend, the junction, right? In front of, opposite. So these all the words really work for you. Okay, all right. And as we have said, like how you can get correct all the answers. The first thing first, you need to capable enough to understand the directional language. All the directional language, different language will going to be used in different places, different situation. Don't read the question. You don't really need to read the question. You have seen they always just repeat all the questions. When it is supermarket, new traffic lights, they talk about it. Pedestrian crossing, they say it pedestrian crossing as it is. You don't really need to. You don't really need to read the questions. And then identify the highlighted points. You have seen that how important it is highlighted point. Whenever the answer was C, they have compared with the bank. When the answer was G, they obviously compared with the school. When it was H, they said that it is before the H, right? When there is answer is a D, they compare with the supermarket, right? They could have compared with the chemist on other situation. When the answer was B, they compared with the library. So you need to understand that these highlighted points is very important. Will going to play a very important role for you. And then how they will describe each options, you need to understand how they will describe. First, you need to understand, okay, if they answered the H, then they will gonna say band or before the school. Fortunately, they have said both here, right? If they say the D, either they will going to say in front or opposite to the chemist or supermarket, like the C, right? Library. So you need to understand how they will going to compare with the highlighted points. That's what you need to understand. So just do that and move your pencil and pointer. It's super important. I'm telling you again, whenever they're telling you supermarket, you are on the supermarket. You're all concentration here. Nothing else really matter. When they're saying school road, you're all concentration on school road. When they're saying bank, you're also all concentration is here. You're nothing else. Nowhere else. Okay. So it's very important. And then ignore the elimination portion. Also concentrate on the concentration portion, right? Ignore the eliminate portion. Okay, this is now they're talking about the school road. I just concentrate on here. Now they're talking about the high street. I'm gonna concentrate here. So be careful about that. If you are just doing this in this manner, try the directional language in the proper way and just move yourself with the speaker. It will going to be very easy for you. All right, thank you very much for joining the class. I'm going to see you in the next classes with a different topic. Thank you very much. Goodbye.